Today, I'm sharing a message that's for the collective, meaning anyone who feels connected to this message and finds it resonates with them. Remember, this is a general message, so not everything will apply to everyone. Take only what feels meaningful or relevant to you, and feel free to leave what doesn't. We're all on unique journeys, and this message might speak more to some than others. Specifically, I feel that this message will resonate with around 7% of you watching. The number 7 is really strong in today's reading and keeps coming up, so if you've noticed this number often, there might be something here for you. For those on a spiritual path, many of you watching might be on a spiritual journey. This journey could look different for everyone, but often it involves a search for truth, self-discovery, and a deeper understanding of who you are at your core. Some of you may have recently started this journey, while others may have been on it for years, but the common theme is a desire to find meaning, purpose, and a connection to something greater than yourself. When you're on a spiritual path, you might feel lost, confused, or even disconnected from others. You might feel like you're questioning everything you once believed, whether it's about yourself, the world, or even your purpose in life. These feelings can be unsettling, but are actually a normal part of personal growth and awakening. If you feel this way, it can help to start journaling. The power of journaling. Journaling can be a powerful tool for anyone on a journey of self-discovery or spiritual growth. Writing things down can help you express your feelings, explore your thoughts, and dig deeper into your true self. It's like having a private space to be honest about what you're experiencing without fear of judgment. When you write, you can explore questions like, who am I? What do I truly want? And what feels like my purpose? Over time, your journal becomes a record of your journey, a place where you can see how far you've come and what you've learned along the way. If you're interested in starting a journal, there's a special discount available with the code DEFINE20, giving you 20% off each purchase. Think of this journal as more than just a notebook. It's a tool to help you connect with your true self, a food for the soul, a food for the soul. You'll find the details in the description box below. Protecting yourself online. A quick reminder, be cautious of any online messages claiming to be from me, especially if they ask you for money or suggest private readings or donations. I will never reach out to you first or ask for money, and I'll certainly never request any donations. Unfortunately, there are scams and impersonators out there. If you see any suspicious comments or emails like this, it's not from me. Please ignore and report them. Finding your path and staying true to it. For those of you wondering if you're on the right path, especially if you keep seeing the number 777, this message might speak directly to you. Seeing repeated numbers like 777 is sometimes thought to be a sign from the universe, a gentle nudge that you're aligned with your higher self or that you're moving in the right direction. If you're seeing this number often, it could be a reminder to trust your journey, even if things feel uncertain. It's normal to question your path, especially if you don't yet see clear results or changes in your life. You might ask yourself questions like, why isn't everything falling into place? Why do others seem to be progressing while I feel stuck? Why do I feel alone or disconnected? And why does it seem like no one understands me? All of these questions can feel heavy, but they're actually signs that you're undergoing growth. When you're seeking the truth, it often means peeling back layers of old beliefs, habits, and ways of thinking. This process can be difficult because it requires you to step out of your comfort zone, question the world around you, and search for your inner truth. The challenge of being different. As you go through this transformation, you may find that some people in your life start to distance themselves. You might feel like you're becoming a different person, and as a result, some people may not connect with you in the same way they once did. This is a natural part of the process. Not everyone will understand or support the changes you're making, especially if they have a different view of the world or if your transformation challenges their own beliefs. You might even notice that people look at you differently, maybe even judging you or thinking that you're a little out there. They might say things like, "Why are you acting this way?" or "You're not the same person anymore." This can be tough, but it's often because you're stepping outside of the typical mindset or way of thinking that society has set up. You're breaking away from the programming that's been taught to us, exploring new ideas and embracing a different kind of truth. As hard as it is, this is a powerful step. It's a sign that you're waking up to your true self, a self that's beyond what society expects or thinks you should be. People might not feel comfortable around this new version of you, but that's okay. They're just not meant to come along on this part of your journey. Awakening to your inner truth. This journey is often called a spiritual awakening, and awakening is not necessarily about following any specific religion or belief system. It's about discovering who you truly are beyond all the labels and expectations. Awakening means exploring your own truth, listening to your inner voice, and questioning what you've been taught to believe about yourself and the world. For many people, this is a time of deep personal questioning. You might feel drawn to explore spiritual practices outside of traditional settings, and that's okay. If you've left traditional religious spaces like a church or mosque to focus on your spiritual side, you might face judgment from those who don't understand. People may think you're doing something wrong, but this is often due to misunderstandings. Spiritual awakening doesn't mean engaging in anything negative. It's about connecting with a greater sense of purpose and truth. Following your own path. This message is here to reassure you that if you've chosen a path of self-discovery, you're on the right track. Walking away from what you've always known to find your own truth is brave, and it can feel lonely at times. But remember, you're not here to follow the crowd, you're here to be unique. You're here to uncover your own truth, not just accept what others tell you. You are created in the image of the divine, and your path is just as valid as anyone else's. There is no single way to connect with your true self or to explore your purpose. For some people, this journey might involve questioning everything they were taught and creating a path that feels genuine. This takes courage, but it's worth it because it leads you closer to understanding who you truly are. The importance of seeking truth. Many people go through life without ever questioning the beliefs and assumptions they've been given. They follow what they're told, often because it's easier than going against the grain. But if you're here, it likely means you've chosen a different route. You're ready to look deeper, to ask questions, and to find out what's real for you, not just accept what you're told. This search for truth is powerful, and it's a clear sign that you're on the right path. Don't be discouraged if it feels challenging or if others don't understand your choices. You're uncovering the truth about yourself, and that's a journey that requires courage and trust in yourself. I want you to know that you're on the right path. Your journey to find yourself, discover your purpose, and see who you truly are is not easy, but it's worth every step. By choosing to go on this path alone and focus on your own growth, you've taken a brave step that many people aren't ready to take. And because of this, you've likely upset some people around you. They may see your new way of thinking and living as a threat to their way of life. You've probably noticed that they look at you differently now, perhaps with anger, judgment, or even resentment. This can be painful to experience, especially when these are people who were once close to you. These people are still living with old habits and beliefs. They're holding on to ideas that may have been passed down to them or that they've accepted without question. Their way of thinking is rooted in what they've been told is normal or right, and they're comfortable there. You, on the other hand, are moving beyond that. You're stepping outside of what's familiar and breaking free from a mindset that doesn't serve you anymore. And because you're doing this, they may look at you and think that you've changed too much or that you've lost your way. But the truth is, you're actually finding yourself. They might not understand this yet, and that's okay. You might feel like they're asking you, who do you think you are? Or do you think you're better than us, but you're not trying to prove anything to them? You're just focused on becoming the person you're meant to be. By being true to yourself, you are stepping away from certain beliefs or patterns that you've realized don't serve you anymore. You're not doing this to hurt them or to show off, you're simply growing in a way that feels right for you. And because you're doing what feels right to you, it's natural that others may feel left behind or insecure. Change is hard for everyone, and sometimes seeing someone else change reminds people of the changes they're avoiding. The reason some people might feel threatened by you is because your growth highlights their own fears and insecurities. They may be afraid to leave the comfort of their old beliefs. They may be stuck in ways of thinking that they don't want to let go of. By simply living in a way that feels true to you, you're reminding them of something they're avoiding in themselves. This can bring out anger, judgment, or even a feeling of rejection. But remember, this isn't really about you, it's about what they see in themselves, and your growth is just a mirror for them. Now, here's something important to understand: your real power comes from knowing who you are. When you truly understand yourself, when you know your strengths, weaknesses, and purpose, you become strong in a way that's unshakable. It's not because you have some magical powers or special abilities, it's because self knowledge gives you confidence and peace. This knowledge of who you are becomes a source of power. It's like having a deep root that keeps you steady even when the winds of life get rough. Many people seek power outside themselves, but true power comes from within, from a clear and honest understanding of yourself. One of the big steps in this journey is accepting every part of who you are, both the light and the dark. We all have qualities that are positive and some that are challenging. Recognizing that you have both allows you to grow and become more balanced. This doesn't make you a bad person, it simply makes you whole. Life itself is a balance of light and dark, good and bad, highs and lows. If there was only ever light, we wouldn't fully appreciate it without the darkness. If there was only happiness, we wouldn't understand it without also knowing sadness. This balance is natural and important. Some people around you might be uncomfortable with this idea. They might think it's wrong to admit you have a dark side, but accepting that you're a whole person with both strengths and weaknesses doesn't make you evil. It just makes you human. When you accept all of yourself, you're in a better position to make good choices. You become less afraid of the parts of you that are challenging and can use them in ways that support your growth. In fact, understanding the darker side of ourselves can be a powerful tool. It allows us to see where we need to grow and gives us empathy for others. If you've experienced unhealthy friendships, relationships, or connections in the past, this may have been part of what held you back. It's common to fall into relationships with people who mirror parts of ourselves that we haven't fully accepted yet. When we're not at peace with who we are, we may find ourselves drawn to people who reinforce our insecurities or fears. But now you're moving beyond that. You're letting go of these relationships because you're starting to understand yourself better. You're no longer running from the truth about who you are, even if it's still a bit unclear. As you keep growing, you may feel a new kind of strength or spiritual connection. This is what it means to have a strong spirit or to feel spiritually crowned. It's like you've been given new insight and resilience that helps you deal with life's challenges. People around you might sense this change and it can make them uncomfortable or even suspicious. They might try to test you or pull you back into old ways, but because you're growing stronger, their attempts don't affect you like they used to. They may even try to label you as dark or strange, but these judgments don't hold power over you anymore. If you've recently let go of someone or something that felt like a burden, you've probably noticed a new sense of freedom. Clearing out these heavy relationships or habits opens up new paths and opportunities. Sometimes this can even lead to financial or career growth. When you're aligned with your true self, it creates space for good things to flow into your life. You may experience a phase of increased prosperity, success, or happiness. This is part of the reward for staying true to your path. Ironically, while people might have judged or called you crazy for following this path, they may eventually look up to you. At first, they may question or reject what you're doing, but as you grow stronger and more fulfilled, they may start to wish they had your courage. It's common for people to misunderstand something until they see the benefits of it. Your journey may inspire them to look at their own lives and consider what they might be holding on to that's keeping them from happiness. In the end, this journey is deeply personal. It's about embracing every part of yourself and understanding that life is a balance. Light and dark, good and bad, easy and hard, these are all parts of the same whole. By walking this path, you're finding your own balance, and that is where your true power lies. As you keep moving forward, remember that you don't need to prove anything to anyone else. Your growth is for you, and as long as it feels right in your heart, that's all that matters. So keep going. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Understand that the discomfort you might feel from others' judgments is just a reflection of their own fears. You're on a path that requires courage, and that courage will guide you toward a fuller, richer understanding of yourself. People may call you different or question you, but in time, they may come to see what you see now, that this journey towards self knowledge and balance is what makes life truly meaningful. You have stepped into a new, powerful phase in your life, a time of celebration and fresh beginnings. Right now, you're moving from a season of difficulty where it may have felt like things were going against you to one where you'll see blessings and opportunities. This season is marked by new beginnings, and certain numbers like 14 and 1441 carry a special significance for you in this phase. These numbers signal that you've come a long way and that a major shift has taken place. In this new season, which I call the year of remembrance, people who have been overlooked or undervalued are going to be seen and appreciated. The year 2024 is particularly significant because it's what some might call the eighth year. Eight is a number of renewal, new starts, and blessings. If you felt left out or ignored in the past, this year is when you'll be remembered. God has seen your efforts, your struggles, and your pain, and now in this season, you're going to experience joy and recognition. This time isn't just any new season, it's a year of awakening. People who have worked hard, kept their faith, and trusted in God even when it felt like nothing was happening will now see the fruits of their labor. You've been chosen to receive blessings, but these blessings can only fully arrive if you believe in them. If you welcome this new beginning with open arms and faith, you'll see the positive changes you've been waiting for. Your journey has led you to understand who you truly are, and that understanding has paved the way for this moment. Remembering your own identity, worth, and purpose is what unlocked this phase in your life. Your ancestors want you to know something special. You are the golden child they have watched over you, keeping you safe because you have a unique purpose. Your ancestors say that you are here to be a guide, a light, and a healer for others. You're meant to help people find their paths and discover who they are. You are like a royal leader, chosen to help those who are struggling. You've been given this role because you have wisdom, strength, and a big heart. Now is your time to step up boldly, helping others in their journeys while continuing on your own. For some of you, this new season means freedom from past hardships. If you've been through illness, financial struggles, family issues, or other challenges, this is your time to leave those things behind. This year, God is telling you that all things are made new. Imagine shedding an old layer and stepping into something brand new with freedom and excitement. Those who doubted you, overlooked you, or didn't believe in your strength will see this new, stronger version of you, and they won't be able to deny it. You are a chain breaker, someone who has broken free from family patterns of fear, doubt, and limitations. You are paving the way not only for yourself, but for those who will come after you. During this year, you may start to notice signs and symbols reminding you that you're on the right path. If you see spirit animals like bears or peacocks or come across repeating numbers like 1223, take these as reminders that you're heading in the right direction. These signs are messages from the spiritual realm guiding and supporting you. The bear symbolizes courage and strength, reminding you to keep pushing forward. The peacock symbolizes beauty and confidence, showing that it's time to embrace your worth and let your light shine. As you move forward, expect things to change quickly, especially over the next 3 to 7 months. This is a time when many positive things are likely to come your way. Some of you may move to a new home, start a new job, get a promotion, or find love. You're in a season where blessings are pouring in, so prepare yourself for change and be open to receiving it. You have waited for a long time, trusted in God's timing, and this is the moment where things come together. Trust in yourself and trust in the divine plan because this is the season meant for you. For someone reading this, there might have been moments when you felt hopeless, moments when you wondered if you would ever get through the hard times. You might have even felt like giving up, but you didn't. You kept going even when the road was dark. This is why you're still here because there's a purpose for you. Your journey isn't over, in fact, it's just beginning. The times you spent feeling lost or discouraged are behind you, and what's ahead is a future filled with clarity and purpose. Even if you're going through a tough time now, remember that it's temporary. It's just a passing moment, like a storm that will soon clear. God is with you through this, and you're not alone. If you hold on a little long, and have even a tiny bit of faith, you will see brighter days ahead. Your faith, even if it's as small as a mustard seed, is enough to get you through. You are already in your new season, even if you can't fully see it yet. Keep going because your breakthrough is right around the corner. Your ancestors and the spiritual realm are proud of you. They're proud because you stayed true to your path and remained faithful even when things were tough. You're someone who speaks truth, who helps others, and who brings hope. You might be a communicator, a healer, a teacher, or a guide. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are touching lives, you have a unique gift, and now is the time to fully step into that role. This season is yours, and the blessings coming your way are already prepared for you. In this new chapter, you're going to understand why you went through the things you did. You'll see why certain people left your life, why certain doors closed, and why certain challenges came your way. Every experience, every loss, every trial was there to shape you and prepare you for this moment. You are stronger and wiser because of it, and soon you'll see how everything fits together. There is purpose in everything you've gone through, and now that purpose will start to make sense. Some of you are about to relocate, some may start new relationships, and others will see advancements in their careers. These changes are blessings and they are proof that your season has arrived. If you've been mocked or criticized for waiting on God's timing, know that now is your time to shine. Trust in this timing, trust in the divine, and trust that everything is coming together for your good. As you step forward, keep affirming your truth. Believe in the blessings that are here for you. You are breathing, you are alive, and you are still here for a reason. God has a purpose for you and is not yet fulfilled. There's a new chapter waiting for you, filled with hope, joy, and meaning. Believe in it, own it, and step into it with confidence. For some, the guidance here is to turn to spiritual readings or scripture like Amos 3:3, which speaks about walking in agreement with God. Seek the wisdom and courage of the bear and the grace and confidence of the peacock, as these spirit animals are here to guide you. You have completed important cycles in your life, perhaps 14-year cycles, 7-year cycles, or others. You've overcome old patterns, left behind things that no longer serve you, and created freedom for yourself and your family. Those who doubted you will see the strength of the new you. You are a generational chain breaker, someone who has shattered old limitations, fears, and blockages that once held your family back. You are free now, truly free. Your ancestors want you to walk forward and shine your light. This is your time to be who you truly are without fear, without limitations. You are now free to live as the person you were always meant to be. This message is a reminder that your journey is blessed, that your struggles have a purpose, and that your time has come. Embrace this new season with open arms. Believe in the blessings waiting for you and let your light shine.